Hello, we've got some great summer savings going on right now at soulmart.me. For instance, how about Bernadette Morgan with the Vagina Rebound? If you're a lady on your way to have a relationship, this is a reading that will coach you back to where you want to be. Maybe you're shy and don't want to talk to a practitioner. How about DJ David Palmer? He'll make a custom 20-minute MP3 on your chart. Or after the 4th of July, we're happy to announce Act 3 videos are available for immediate download. All that at soulmart.me.
Soul Garden.
Hello, Your Honors, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki, and I would like to personally invite you down to soulgarden.me. We are officially putting out the casting call. It is an effort to unite the light. By the end of the year, I want us to have the largest pool of light workers on the internet. I want the largest light worker marketplace on the internet. We got to set up. 2012 is here. It's not a farce. Lots of changes. People need to know there's one-stop shopping when it comes to investing in the light, and that's soulgarden.me. So if you are on camera, if you have a talent, if you've got a groovy spiritual product you want to sell on Soulmart, email me at casting@soulgarden.me. Hope to see you there soon. Now we got lots going on. This is a transitionary month, really, between many different things. By next month, we're going to really be rocking and rolling forward. We are working on 2 states of awareness like we always do, and for the Librans, those 2 states are your emotions, which everyone is working on together as an earth, all the brothers and sisters, and secondly, career legacy, which comes down to how you decide or don't decide for things. Now, the Libra race is one that mixes emotions with decisions. You're very emotional about your decision making, and although you have this stoic judge on the bench approach, truth is, in the chambers, you're a wreck because you're always trying to feel exactly what is right. And if you know Librans or if you've dated Librans, you know this is the true Libra behind closed doors. So this month we're working on emotions and career. And last week I was encouraging you to do 2 things. 1, step away from or identify what parts of career or decision making needs to go. Secondly, identify an emotional context that doesn't serve you. In other words, you're showing up to work as a basket case, so no wonder everything is going sour. As we start on Monday, Chiron rules the day, which means integrity rules the day, which means the universe is trying to bring us into integrity. Now, we probably won't be in integrity. Something will not work. Work will not work, or maybe emotionally you just can't feel solid. The lesson is why? Why don't you feel solid? Remember, this week we're going to try to find the beta version of where you believe your career should go and the beta version of the emotional space or the laws of your emotions you should live by for the next year. So on Monday, if it ain't working, why? And if it is working, why? Okay? If you're feeling good, figure out why. If career's going the way you want, figure out why. If it's not, figure out why. That is basically the day. Now the moon is in Sagittarius, so although you are focused on career and your direction is career, you may not be feeling that. You're much more, your energy on the day is much more focused on your thoughts and your attitude and what you're hearing and rumor and opinion. So your emotions are charged up with your mind. So get your mind out of the equation when you're figuring out the whys of your career. It could be your mind just being a little rascal. Then on Tuesday, we have a full moon in Capricorn, and that means you're going to get very emotionally needy for 3 days. Do you hear me, Libra? You will be emotionally needy for 3 days. Now, this emotional neediness is the whole point. On the one hand, the moon crosses Pluto, so the first thing God Universe asks is for Librans to let go of childhood crap. So get rid of your childhood. If you are still carrying baggage from the way you were treated as a child, if you're still carrying baggage from your current roommate situation, you got to get rid of the emotional baggage you come to the world with. So that's part 1. Part 2 is the opposition. Remember, a full moon is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's gorgeous in the sky. It's really a tug of war, in this case, between Capricorn and Cancer. In your case, is between feeling grounded and feeling good and where your career is going. Feeling grounded and feeling good and the decisions you make in life. Do your decisions in life put you into positions that you don't feel grounded and good? Why? Okay, that's the big full moon question. And really the full moon is an invitation to step away from certain career stubbornness, okay? Stubbornness you have in your career that lead to you not feeling good. So sometimes we got to feel bad enough in order to make the changes. That is possibly the full moon. Worst case scenario or best case scenario, you want to sleep like crazy because you're emotionally wanting to recharge on the full moon. Then comes Wednesday, the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. You know, the United States is a Cancer with a Sagittarius rising and an Aquarius moon, if you don't know. We are blessed, if you want to say, with a Uranus breakdown day on this day. So we will be breaking down. In your case, something career-wise will break down or something emotionally will break down. Now here's the cool thing. If you live in the United States, it's a holiday. So this is one of those bizarre, surreal breakdowns that happen behind the scenes between you and God, really. It could be from going to the fireworks, you realize your career is a mess. It could be from not going to the fireworks, you realize your life's a mess. It's all due to the holiday. Now for those in Europe, you'll have your own triggers, and I'll have to be or listen to what they were. But on this particular day for the US, because it's such a weird day for us, we're really having breakthrough times, but we're having them privately. Now for you, it is very simple. Emotionally, recognizing what doesn't serve you emotionally anymore. It doesn't serve me to start to feel bad about my losses. It doesn't serve me to feel bad about my cousin. It doesn't feel, whatever those emotions are. Secondly, what in your career path doesn't serve you? This is the continuation of the full moon asking you to let go of stubborn obligations. It's the continuation of what else needs to go. And this might also be the realization of where you want to go. My career really, I want to be a violinist. That's what I really want. So you might have a breakthrough in that regard. And that's all on the 4th of July. The moon is still in Capricorn, so you're still family orientated on the 4th of July. Nesting, resting, being around family, nurturing family is the best thing for you on this day. Then on Thursday, it's a cloudy day. It is a breakthrough day. It is a Mercury day. So on Thursday, we are processing, we are breaking through. The moon shifts into Aquarius. So lucky you, emotions shift to your inner child. So on Thursday, as you're thinking about career, as you're thinking about the type of emotional life you should live or want to live, your heart is lit up. Now your inner child will either have what he or she wants or not. Okay, so when your heart lights up and you don't have what you want, you can go to sour tasting life. Or if you have what you want, then you're super happy. Either way, from sour or happy, what about career? That's really the thing. What about career? That's the breakthrough. What about career? You want to be happy in your career. You want to be happy in your emotions. So negative or positive, dark side of the moon or light side of the moon, Thursday's about, okay, what will make my heart happy in my career and make my emotional life happy? What will? This is, you can see us coming to a conclusion or a beta version of what this lesson is going to be. So Thursday is a breakthrough day. Now, one little thing that brings us extra help on Thursday is this awesome soul pyramid that goes on with the moon in Aquarius. So your inner child is the epicenter, over to Mars in Libra. We're going to talk about that in a second. And over to Jupiter conjunct Venus in Gemini. What this does is unite you for enough time during this day that you start to have a bit of a personal epiphany about how things should happen. What's the epicenter? Well, it is your inner child. So your inner child is like, I want to have fun, okay? That is the epicenter of it. That goes over to Mars in Libra, which says, okay, it is time, without any question, for you to move ahead with Libra 2.0, right? 2 years of exhaustive moving forward with a new ego. The universe is officially saying, with Mars coming into the sign, that one, warning to everyone on the planet, Librans are about to become assholes until their birthday. If they don't get what they want, you have full permission from me, okay? But it's time to get the record straight. It is time to move your astro into Libra 2.0. The Librans that do the work will climb. The Librans that don't do the work will fall by your birthday. And we'll talk about that in Act 3. So it's your inner child wanting what it wants, okay? It is your ego on its little team. And it's Jupiter and Venus, which means, time for a new belief structure. You're growing in beliefs. It is time to believe in yourself. It's time to have meaning and purpose. By searching for meaning and purpose with Jupiter and Venus, your inner child is happy, and your ego knows what to do. Because if your ego has meaning and purpose and love behind it, it knows what to do. So this grand trine is a beautiful blessing. Then comes Friday. Friday is actually a great day. Venus rules the day. You're going to feel great. Venus is your ruling planet. The moon is in your inner child. God damn, it's great to be alive. That's what you should be saying on Friday. The inner child is really lit up with the moon in Aquarius. I want to point out that this trine between Jupiter, Venus, and Mars in Libra don't go away. It's going to be in place for a long time. So you're going to have this back and forth of, as you step into new life purpose, your ego knows who you need to be. As your ego fights the challenge of being who you are, you have more meaning and purpose. The two go back and forth between your character development and your belief structure development until your birthday, really, but aggressively in the next 10 days. So that's a cool thing. And with Venus ruling day, the universe is restoring peace and tranquility to the earth. So if you're suddenly peaceful at work, why? What changed? What about it? If you're suddenly peaceful emotionally, why? What changed? What about it? That's really the question that we have posed to us by the universe on Friday. Now, by the way, I've got a new show coming out on Friday. Everyone's got office hours. If you notice, all my practitioners, they got these big followings and stuff. I'm starting to get jealous. So I'm going to do my own office hours on Fridays, and that's going to be at 12 noon. Actually, my office hours is different. It's called Unite the Light. And I'm just going to be talking about what it's going to take for Earth to get this shift together. So if you want to come down and have an opinion, it's a talk show, an internet talk show on webcam, and it starts on Friday at noon. Come on down and join me, and let's unite the light together. Then on Saturday, it's a rather cloudy day. The moon moves into Pisces, so it becomes hyper-aware. You become hypersensitive on Saturday, and everyone becomes hyper-psychic. Neptune rules the day. The moon crosses Neptune, it crosses Chiron. So that means emotions get very centered around logging in, psychic self, and being intuitive. Pardon the noise, we're just gonna keep shooting because these are 10-minute takes. But you are very clouded and in the moment clouded. That is really there to help you kind of sense your way into where you wanna go. So this whole month is about, like we said, you wanna figure out where you're heading with legacy, where you're heading with career, where you're heading with personal decisions, where you're heading with your emotional decisions and how you relate emotionally. Well, Saturday's a day to sense it out. Sense out that solution, and that's exactly what Neptune's going to do. It's going to help you with the sensory, especially emotionally. I'll be GA texting a lot to people to listen and ask the right questions. Sunday is the wrap-up day. You can't write this stuff. It's perfect for a weekly horoscope guy because on Sunday the universe is asking you with Saturn, okay, let's decide by Sunday where we think our career is going. Let's decide by Sunday what emotional context we need to stay at in order to be successful. Let's decide, let's commit to a general direction. Don't worry, you got another 10 days of the transit to actually see if this decision works. But on Sunday, we're gonna get started nonetheless, okay? The moon is still in Pisces, so you're hyper aware on Sunday as you're making this decision. All right, Libra, that's all I got for this 7-day forecast, but I will be back. Hey, check me out on Friday at 12 noon Pacific. Check me out online. Come to casting@soulgarden.me if you got any kind of light talent, and I hope to see you soon. Until then, live, love, be.